Do you ever feel like people listen to you but they don't hear you? Do you leave conversations wondering why no one takes you seriously? It's because of the language you're using. And in this video, I'll show you 7 words to cut out forever if you want to start commanding respect like a high-value man. 1. I can't. Say it once and it feels harmless. Say it enough times and it becomes your identity. I can't is the first door you shut before the world ever does. It's not just negative, it's final. It signals to others that you've given up before the fight even starts. And once you surrender mentally, you've already lost. High-value people don't lie to themselves like that. Stoicism teaches us to separate what we control from what we don't. And your effort is always under your control. You may not succeed, you may not win, but I can't is never an option because it strips you of your agency. Say instead, I don't know how yet. I haven't figured it out. That leaves the door open. That gives you power. Life will test you. It will break you down. But if you ever want to rise again, that starts by refusing to handcuff your own potential with those 2 little words. 2. That's just who I am. This phrase is a psychological straitjacket. It's the language of someone who's chosen comfort over growth. When you say, that's just who I am, what you're really saying is, I've stopped evolving. And when you stop evolving, you start decaying. Stoic philosophy is built on transformation. Marcus Aurelius didn't wake up as an emperor and philosopher. He forged himself in silence, suffering, and self-awareness. You are not static. You are not trapped in old habits unless you choose to be. High-value individuals don't make excuses for bad behavior. They correct it. They upgrade. They refine. That's what makes them powerful. They don't hide behind identity. They shape it. So if you've been holding on to that phrase to justify anger, laziness, or fear, it's time to let it go. You can reinvent yourself at 25 or 55, but only if you stop defending your flaws like they're permanent tattoos. You're not finished. You're just stuck. Get unstuck. 3. It's not fair. Life doesn't hand out justice like a waiter with a clean menu. Some people get hit harder. Some lose more. Some are born into chaos. And yes, it's not fair, but high-value people don't waste breath on fairness because Stoicism teaches one brutal lesson. The world owes you nothing. Every time you say, it's not fair, you reinforce the idea that your success depends on someone else fixing the system. That's not power. That's helplessness. Epictetus was born a slave. No rights, no money, no freedom. But he rose to become one of the greatest Stoic minds in history, not by whining about the game, but by mastering how he played it. You don't control the rules, you control your reaction. Say, it's not fair, and you stay stuck in resentment. Say, it is what it is, now what can I do? And you build momentum. Fairness is a luxury. Action is survival. Choose survival. 4. I'll try. I'll try is failure dressed up in polite language. It's the sound of someone planning to quit before they even start. And when people hear that, they don't take you seriously. Why would they? You already told them you're unsure, uncommitted, and easily broken. High-value people never try, they do. They might fall, but they don't step forward with half a heart. Because Stoicism is about commitment, not comfort. When Marcus Aurelius faced war, death, and betrayal, he didn't try to lead. He made decisions and stood by them. I'll try is a back door. Burn it. Say instead, I will, or I won't. Be decisive. When you remove escape routes, you force yourself to dig deeper. People respect clarity, not hesitation. You can't build confidence with language soaked in doubt. Commit or don't. But don't insult your potential with weak promises. Your future demands more than a maybe. 5. I don't care. This one might sound tough, but it's a mask. People who say, I don't care, aren't indifferent. They're usually exhausted, bitter, or afraid of getting hurt again. It's a psychological defense mechanism. Push people away before they get too close. Pretend it doesn't matter so you don't have to face what does. But high-value people don't numb their emotions. they master them. Stoicism isn't about becoming cold. It's about being measured. You care, but you don't crumble. You invest, but you don't depend. You show up, even when it hurts. I don't care kills growth. It shuts down connection. It tells people you've already given up. Say instead, it matters, but I'm in control. That's power. That's strength. Because if you want real relationships, real success, real change, you have to care. You just can't let that care control you. Stop pretending to be above it all. Start proving you can handle it all. 6. They made me. Blame is a drug. It gives you instant relief, because if someone else made you act that way, then you're not responsible. But that lie rots your integrity. The minute you say, they made me yell, they made me quit, they made me act out, you hand over the reins of your life to someone else. Stoicism teaches one principle above all. You own your mind. No one can make you do anything unless you allow it. Epictetus said, "It's not things that disturb us, but our judgment of them." High-value people take full responsibility for their reactions, even under pressure, even in pain. That's what separates leaders from victims. You can't control every situation, but you can always control your behavior. Next time you feel that blame rising, stop. Say, I chose this, and I can choose differently. That's not weakness, it's the highest form of strength. Ownership is rare. That's why it commands respect. 7. It's too late. This phrase destroys more potential than failure ever could. It's too late is a sentence of resignation. You tell yourself that the window's closed, that time has passed, that your shot is gone. And so, you stop trying, you settle, you shrink. But that's a lie, a dangerous one. Nelson Mandela was 76 when he became president. Seneca wrote his most powerful Stoic letters after being exiled. Growth has no expiration date. Age doesn't disqualify you, it qualifies you. Because now you have experience, now you have scars, now you know what pain really feels like, and you're still standing. High-value people don't keep track of the clock. They move when it's right, and now is always the right time to rise. Say instead, it's later than I wanted, but I'm not done. That shift in language will change your posture, your habits, your energy. Because it's only too late if you decide to stay stuck. Words are not just sounds, they're weapons. They shape how you see yourself and how others see you. If you keep speaking like a victim, don't be surprised when life treats you like one. Cut these 7 phrases. Watch your confidence shift. Watch your boundaries tighten. Watch how people look at you differently, because now you're speaking like someone who knows exactly who they are. If this hit home, don't just scroll away. Subscribe, not for views or numbers, but because you're committed to becoming the best version of yourself. And that's what we do here. Real growth, no fluff. Just the truth you need to hear. And check the description. We've dropped some of the most powerful personal growth tools you can use today. Books, exercises, programs designed to push you forward. Talk less, mean more. That's what high value looks like. And your time to become that person is right now.